Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan, this is Inside the Cave on 96.5 FM and 965thecave.com. Sports talk radio with a local angle, where we give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports, interview area coaches and players, and get you ready to start your day.
Good morning.
Now grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass, because it's time to go Inside the Cave.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Cave here at 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com. It's the morning show. Good morning, everyone. John Kane here. Ian Wett with me. Hey, Ian.
Hey, John. Great day to be in the cave, right?
Do we have anything that we can talk about here this morning?
We sure do.
We do?
Quite a bit.
Really?
Yep. Tigers keep winning. Update with high school sports.
Where? I'm looking for that one. Where's it at? Can't find it. You know, the one that says update. There it is. Sports update. Is that it? Is that the one?
Yeah, try it.
All right, let's see what happens.
Now for an Inside the Cave sports update.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's
you. Want me to do it? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's you.
All right, here we go. No word yet on the football plans from the MIAA member schools. The college presidents from each school are or will be meeting to determine how to proceed with the season under the pandemic. Regardless, Adrian College continues to press on with plans to bring the football players back soon. We spoke with Adrian College head football coach Jim Deere.
Yeah, we're looking basically to bring everybody in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. We'll do it in stages. And then they'll kind of create our own bubble to where they'll all be tested prior to getting here. If they haven't been tested, they'll be tested when they get here. We won't start conditioning and weightlifting till the 10th as a unit. We'll go in like groups of 10 for the first 14 days, and then we'll move into what we call phase 2, where we get bigger groups after that.
The Detroit News reporting that an MHSAA's representative council said lower risk sports, Lower Peninsula girls golf, Lower Peninsula boys tennis, and Upper Peninsula girls tennis cross country, and Lower Peninsula girls swimming and diving, that may begin practice August 12th and begin competition on their traditional start dates August 19th and the 21st. The MHSAA stated that moderate to high-risk sports, football, girls volleyball, and boys soccer may begin practice but not competition. Decisions about competition timelines for these 3 sports will be made by August 20th. Back to Major League Baseball, the American League Central. The White Sox also scored 4 times in their final at-bat, doing it in the 9th to beat the Indians 4-0. Rookie Luis Robert hit a 2-run single in the 9th as Chicago snapped a 3-game losing streak and salvaged 1 game in their series.
2-0 to Luis Robert. He drives it back up the middle. It's going to get into center field for a base hit. Here comes Abreu to score. Goins right behind him. He is going to score. It's a 2-run single for Luis Robert. And it's now 4-0 White Sox here in the 9th.
Cleveland closer Brad Hand was tagged for 3 runs after Kevin Plesac struck out a career-high 11 while scattering 3 hits. Meanwhile, the Twins, 3-0 winners over the Cardinals behind Rich Hill, who gave up just 2 hits over 5 innings. Eddie Rosario smacked a solo homer for the Twins.
And that ball's hit well into right field as Fowler back. Still back, he'll turn around, look up, and gone. So Eddie Rosario connects off the ribbon board in the second deck, and like that, Twins lead now 2-0.
Former Tiger Nick Castellanos with a big blow in the Reds' 12-7 win over the Cubs.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Castellanos belts it. Left field and deep. Way back there. It is gone. A grand slam for Nick Castellanos.
The win halted the Reds' 4-game slide. Sonny Gray extended his major league record to 35 consecutive starts, allowing 6 hits or less, yielding up only Ian Happ's double in the. Also, he struck out 11 as he pitched into the 7th inning. So, big outing for Sonny Gray. Notre Dame. Do we have their fight song on the thing? I don't think so. Gosh, that's really weird that I wouldn't put that in there.
Yeah, right.
So Notre Dame, they will play in the Atlantic Coast Conference this season as part of a plan to play 10 league games and start the week of September 7th. Alterations brought on by the pandemic. Here is ESPN's Heather Dinnick.
This plan is unique because of the ACC's existing contractual agreement with Notre Dame. The Irish were already set to play 6 games against ACC opponents, and it made sense for them to expand that and include them in it. Because remember, Notre Dame lost USC, Stanford, and Wisconsin because of decisions in the Big Ten and Pac-12 to go conference only. So that all played into how this happened.
The ACC's university presidents approved the plan for an 11-game schedule, including 1 non-conference game. Notre Dame will play in a football conference for the first time in the 133-year history of the program if the season is still played. The Detroit Pistons, they've agreed to buy the Northern Arizona Suns. The NBA G League team is expected to begin playing in Detroit in 2021. A new arena for the team is being constructed on the campus of Wayne State University. The Pistons also said they're soliciting ideas for the team's new name. The Pistons' hybrid affiliation with the Grand Rapids Drive will continue through the 2020-21 G League season. Some quick NFL news. The Dolphins say rookie quarterback Tua Tagovailoa passed his physical when he reported to training camp. He'll practice without restrictions as he begins his bid to overtake veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick for the starting job. Chiefs running back Damian Williams is opting out of playing the upcoming season. Williams' strong postseason helped KC to its first Super Bowl championship in 50 years. And, John, we do have something on the Lions, right?
Oh, right. Of course, they were doing the testing just the other day for the Lions, and I didn't even hear how that came out. Did you have that? Did we have that? Anyway.
Well, it wasn't in the headlines, but there were some Lions placed on the COVID-19 list. From what I'm reading, that list is players who have tested positive. Also, if you've been exposed to someone that's positive. But a couple big names, Kenny Galladay, TJ Hawkinson, 3 others on the COVID-19 list. Cornerback Amani Okwale, safety Jalen Elliott, and punter Aaron Sipos will start camp on the COVID-19 list. But big names in Kenny Galladay and TJ Hawkinson on that list.
Yeah, those are supposed to be 2 of the Lions' biggest offensive assets this year.
Besides the guy throwing him the football, that's true.
Yeah, that's not a good start. And I don't know what the tally's up to for the NFL. It's in the hundreds. So, anyway, we'll check that out and try and get that one back out. But it's not getting off to a great start here. You know, it's not like the NHL. They had practically no one. But anyway, yeah. So that's the sports update for today.
We'll do it again at 8.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Didn't lead the show off. Lenawee County Health Department, here's our COVID update, reported a 12th COVID-19 related death yesterday. So, and there's this here, but it's not up on our thing.
Oh, I didn't print it out. It was me reading the story anyway.
Yeah, so what was the story?
So it was a 78-year-old male with underlying health conditions. That's per the health department. We got 125 people monitoring the virus at home, 196 discontinued from isolation and improving. So you could say they're recovered. That's not the terminology our health department uses. 3 people in the hospital. As you mentioned, 12 total deaths from COVID-19. I've sort of been tracking COVID in the surrounding counties too, sort of in our region for reopening. We got Hillsdale, Jackson, Washtenaw, Monroe, and Lenawee. Between all those counties, the death in Lenawee was the only one reported yesterday. There were 2 statewide. 199 total deaths between those counties around us. Just about 4,000 confirmed cases in total for those surrounding counties. So that's our brief COVID update for the morning.
Spread out.
Yeah.
Now I got to find the other one. And I don't see it here again. My eyes are just...
Do it! Just do it!
There you go.
There
You
we
found
go.
it.
This can kind of lead us in. I don't know. Where do you want to start this morning?
We should probably start with the Tigers, right?
Well, yeah.
What's going on with Jonathan Scope and Jacoby Jones?
I mean, how's Jones in the 9th spot?
Must be comfortable there. I don't know.
I get that, but, the guys... And not only the Tigers, but let's face it, the Tigers were the worst team in baseball last year. And now they're just dinging them all over the place. What is that? How is that happening?
I have no idea.
I know they were looking, that they were going to be better this year. I mean, it's kind of hard to be worse.
You got the Bronx Bombers in New York hitting homers. We're going to have a nickname for this Tigers team because they're scoring a lot of these runs off of homers.
Yeah.
They're not getting doubles and then guys knocking them in with singles. Like, it's mostly home runs right now with people on base.
It's
the Midway Bombers. What are we? I
don't know.
Detroit Dingers. That could be a good one.
Yeah, Detroit Dingers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, man, Jacoby Jones is finding a different gear right now. A couple nights ago, he got hit in the head by a pitch.
Maybe that might have done it.
Might have. But he was okay before then, but maybe he got superpowers.
Or maybe he's just getting ticked off every time he walks into the box after he got hit in the head.
Yeah, it could be.
So, and of course, the Tigers aren't the only ones. I mean, there's a lot of dingers around the league this early. Normally, under normal conditions, the pitchers have the overwhelming advantage, like practically in the first month. That isn't going to happen here. They've been getting their arms dinged off. I'll tell you that.
Is it? It's got to be because there was virtually no spring training.
Right.
They played some games back in February, March.
Right.
And then you get like a week before real games start. So is that advantage better?
I don't know. Well,
it must be.
We've been talking about it. We think it's because there aren't any fans.
Oh, come on. Don't say that.
Yeah, see, there's no fans. And when the fans, like the whole...
People, just listen to this part, okay?
What part?
Folks, turn this up in your car if you're driving for this theory. All right, go ahead. Why are there more homers, John?
There's no fans, and and when you get all those fans out in left and center and right, and they all breathe out, well, that will push the ball back into the playing surface, and they don't have that now. I mean, these guys are ripping stuff to dead center that they have no business getting it out of the park at 420 feet or whatever. This is kind of crazy stuff. I don't, that's my explanation for it, because the fans aren't breathing out, and they're
but they're also breathing in. right?
Yeah, but see, they
So
breathe,
wouldn't that balance it out?
no, because they breathe out harder than they breathe in. See,
Scientific
yeah,
at
that's
7:17 in the morning.
right.
I feel like we're in high school again.
Well,
We haven't done science this early in the morning in years.
that's they're talking about that kind of stuff, and there's no pushback by the fans. That's why
Literally.
there's literally no pushback by the fans, and that's why these balls are jumping out of the park.
Well, the Tigers should have been great last year because they had no one to breathe out in the outfield. No one went.
Yeah, but
So they should have had more homers.
no.
Yeah. See,
They were already down in the dumps. By then they just didn't have the. So
okay.
I don't know what's going on. Obviously, so far it's great for the Tigers, and they're doing their best to ruin our predictions on their season.
Yeah, especially mine.
Yeah, especially yours.
Yeah, that's
They only have 15 more to meet your 15 more wins. That's all they got to get to meet your number.
Yeah, and then if they start doing poorly, the show's going to suffer, so I'm going to have to pay for it either way. Either the show's not going to be as good or my prediction looks stupid. Saying they'd win 19 games.
19, yeah.
This
They only
year,
got 15 more to go. And what? How many we got left? 54 games or something?
Yeah, well, they're 4-2.
Yeah, so they only got
Second in
15
the
more to
Central.
go in 54 games. That's
Either way, it's not good for me.
right. That's like they only got to win like three out of 11 to get to 19.
Yeah.
So
Well, what was your prediction?
mine was 28.
28. Okay. That's the one on record? That's
Well,
the one on Facebook and
No,
Twitter?
I never put it on Facebook. That's the one I told you way back. Remember we were talking
Okay,
about this.
well,
We
we
actually
have-
did this on the air. I said 28. Yeah. So absolutely.
Well, let me check Facebook because I know we posted something. John Roberts posted something where it's proof
Yeah.
where
but
I
mine's not
where I
there.
say there's 19 wins is realistic.
Right. I know he did post it, but I never
Okay, we got
posted
your
mine.
28.
Oh,
Your
you
28 is there. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I'm the lowest. I'm the most.
But there are
Pessimistic for
some-
this.
There's who predicted they were going to be 500 or above?
Yeah, so I said 19. John Roberts said 24. You say 28. Pat Hayes, 31. And Jeff Bowman, the most positive of all of us, or crazy, 35. He thinks they're going to go 35
And 25?
and 25.
That's like they could win the division with that. Maybe.
Yeah, that's like home playoff games.
That's almost 60%.
Yeah. Well, a couple in the comments. Let's see. Laura says at least 20 wins. Michael says 29. Eddie says Vegas called for 22 wins for Detroit. So he thinks around that many. Rob says 31. Matthew says 30. And Eric says 33. You people are nuts. That is way too high.
Yeah, but
Do you think this is a 500 team?
35, that's almost a 600 team.
Right, but even if you're saying 30 and 30, you
500
think they've
team.
gone from cellar dweller to playoff contender? Like 30 and 30, they're talking about you in the wild card, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, let's kind of pair this up because you picked the Tigers for 19,
Yeah,
and then you also picked the White Sox to win the division.
that I did. Yeah.
Yeah, how's that working out for you so far?
Well, I don't know which prediction is worse right now. But then again, later on, it could be a different story. You got the Twins. They're blazing. They're off to a good start, 4-1. Tigers and Indians are 4-2.
Right.
They have yet to play each other. They haven't played the Twins either. See,
Right.
that's the thing.
What do you mean
Okay.
that's the thing?
They played the Reds.
Good
really
team.
good team,
Yeah.
but they played against them twice before, so to get a little warm up going. So they
And
knew
they
what was
lost both
coming.
of those. And so you knew after they
Right.
lost both the exhibition games, they were probably going to get off to an okay start.
Right. The preseason model,
Right. The
Yeah.
Lions preseason model.
Haven't
Only
played-
They did it the other way.
Right. We haven't played the Twins, the Indians, or the White Sox. So I could still be right.
Well,
this could flip quickly, but then, like I said, the show's gonna be bad in terms of, okay, the Tigers lost. Let's talk about something else.
Well, yeah,
but man, I'll tell you what, to see Jacoby Jones do this is great, especially for Tiger fans and people who are looking toward the future. They're like, man, this is going to be our center fielder. Like, he's going to stick around. He's feeling it. I'm not seeing a lot about Miggy, which is concerning.
I'm kind of surprised about that because, it's a shortened season. He's got a lot of energy, not starting, in April. And they said he came in really good shape. So, yeah.
He looks like it. I mean, he dropped some weight.
He's been whiffing a lot.
Yeah. But, guys like Jones and Scope are picking it up for him.
So, yeah, we'll see. That's the thing. When was the last time that you people out there, when was the last time Ian was right? If you could remember that far back, then give us a call. And wait a minute. I gotta find. Oh, here we are. 265-4000.
517 is the area code. Yeah. What do you mean right? Like sports right?
Yeah, any kind
sports
of
prediction right?
Yeah, any prediction.
Okay, because my full-time job, I get paid to be right. And I'm right 99.9% of the time.
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with sports.
Right. Well, what if we had the chance to prove what? I dropped my water. It's in a bottle. We're fine.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
We got
plexiglass shaking.
Here. So, yeah, I just want to know the last time people remember you being right on a prediction.
Well, we have so many predictions out there.
We do?
Yeah, we got our sort of mini Patriots bet going and the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah.
How good or bad they're going to be.
Uh-huh.
And we got this Tigers thing.
Uh-huh.
Have we had a chance to prove me right or wrong yet?
Well, no, in the past, I'm talking about,
Right, I can't think of a single time.
I can't think of a single time you've been right either.
Or wrong. When have I been wrong?
Oh, just like practically every day.
You can't just say that and have no information to back it up.
All
right, play some music. Get us out of here. We need a break.
Yeah, sometimes you're right on Sundays, right after you get out of church. But other than that, I don't know.
Give us some music. People want to hear it. Do you know where it is?
Oh, I'm looking for it. Where's it at?
Okay.
Oh, Music Beds. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's it. All right, we're going to be back with more right after this break here. You're inside the cave on 96.5 The Cave and 96.5thecave.com.
Summer has finally arrived, and now that it's here, you better believe hot, muggy days are on the horizon. That means you need your air conditioner working at peak performance. If it's not, chances are you haven't had it checked recently. Or perhaps your air conditioner has checked out and is simply not keeping you cool on those hot, muggy days. Citizens Gas Fuel Company in Adrian can help with an air conditioning inspection. Trained professionals from Citizens Gas will come out and perform a complete inspection of your air conditioning unit to make sure it is ready for this upcoming hot and muggy summer. So do not spend another day wishing that you were cool and comfortable. Call Citizens Gas Fuel Company at 517-265-2144 today and schedule your air conditioning inspection. Again, that phone number is 517-265-2144 and schedule your air conditioning inspection. Citizens Gas Fuel Company, your local gas company, and more.
We've been doing business in downtown Tecumseh since 1982. Hi, this is Ed Hall with Carpet on Wheels. That's 38 years as a family-owned local business. Of course, we couldn't have done it without the support of our clients, but there's something to be said about being around for so long. We carry newer selections of floor covering, window treatments, and area rugs. We professionally install everything we sell. Stop in, see for yourself. Get the quality you need and the service you deserve at Carpet on Wheels.
Is your asphalt driveway cracking? Does it need maintenance? After years of wear and tear, this is Rocky from K&B Asphalt Paving and Seal Coating. We do seal coating, hot rubber crack filling, and unlike others, we also do our own striping, patching, and paving. We are your one-stop shop for all your driveway and parking lot needs. We have 25 years of expertise and are fully insured for commercial and residential work. Visit us online or call 264-2541 for more information. At K&B Asphalt, we pledge to keep our customers satisfied by providing expert service with quality materials at a competitive price.
We are so grateful to our local heroes, those serving our community every day. To the people working at our grocery stores, we are encouraged by your bravery as you keep our homes stocked with food. To our first responders, how we are grateful for your courage when you come to the need of our community. To our medical personnel and their support teams, working on the front lines to combat this deadly virus. Words are not enough to express our gratitude. So as a community, let us join together while keeping appropriate social distancing and tell our local heroes how much we love and appreciate their sacrifice and the sacrifices of their loved ones. May God's mighty hand protect and guide each of you during these uncertain times.
This message is brought to you by 3-Dimensional Physical Therapy, 3DPT, because people matter.
Concerned about what's in your food for your reptiles or fish? At Red Mill Pet Supplies, we research where our food comes from, so you don't have to. Our large, healthy adult crickets are always brought in from a good source and are stored in a clean environment. We also stock regular and giant-sized mealworms. For your small animals, fish, reptiles, and birds, all your pets need for a healthier, happier life can be found at 1111 West Chicago Boulevard, across from McDonald's in Tecumseh, and on Facebook at Red Mill Pet Supplies.
I found us a place that wants to hire a few good employees. That's us.
Wait, does it pay well?
It does, and we can get meals and discounts on all kinds of things. The hours are flexible. They even offer scholarships, insurance, and a retirement plan.
Sounds too good to be true.
Nope, it's true.
McDonald's offers a wide variety of job and career opportunities from crew member to management. We're hiring for both our North and South Main locations in Adrian and at our Hudson Meridian Road McDonald's.
It's summertime. It's hot, dusty, and dirty, and your car needs to be washed. Where do you go? Imagine a crystal palace with a runway where your car glides through a series of steps and your pride and joy is blown dry by angel wings. Okay, maybe that's a bit too much, but Sudsy Does a Car Wash does bless your vehicle with the highest quality of solutions and equipment to lift your car to a higher level of clean. We know you want your car to look great, so try Sudsy Does a Car Wash in Tecumseh.
Sudsy Does a Car Wash, Gary's Quick Lube too.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle on Inside the Cave. Weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 96.5 FM. We give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports. Interview area coaches and players and get you ready to start your day.
Sweet, man.
Grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave. Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
We are back, aren't we? Hello? Yeah, we are. Okay,
Hey,
cool.
is this thing on?
Hello? Hello. Wait a minute. Jeez. Wait a minute.
Waiting.
Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
We are back. And
all right, now that we lost all of our listeners. All right, we're inside the cave. John Kane, Ian Wentz, a couple things to figure out or just keep talking about with the Tigers.
Right.
Big news for high school sports. That's coming up in a minute. We're talking during the break a couple of good things about this team
and so
and
far,
a couple of
not so good,
rocky things, bad things about this team.
I won't say bad.
Right now, you can say it.
It's rocky. It's you're right. It's a little rocky there and disappointing. I think that Matthew Boyd in 2 starts is not doing what he wants to do. But it's there's a lot of home runs running around in the league, and I don't, as soon as we get some fans back, that'll change things.
Because the breathing out,
Right.
keeping the baseball in the park, yeah.
So,
Yep. Sure.
Anyway.
That's a head scratcher. Yeah, Boyd's always had home run issues. And you can't really have home run issues and be a team's ace.
Right.
But I get it. He's obviously earned it.
I know. He got the opening day start in Cincy, so he's considered the ace of the club. But, his first 2 outings haven't been great. And they need him to pick it up. I mean, Nova and Turnbull come up with a couple of good starts. But the Tigers are making up for it. Boy, are they clutch or what?
Yeah, and one more thing about Boyd. If he gives up 3 homers in a game, but they're all solo, your team should be in it.
Yeah.
A 3-0 loss, you can't really blame a pitcher for a
Right.
3-0 loss. But, if you're giving up 2-run homers, 3-run homers, then that's a problem for the Tigers. Another rocky start, we said Miggy, just because he's not getting those big hits like Jones or Scope are getting right now. But I have total faith in Miggy.
Well, like you said, he's a Hall of Famer, but we were hoping he would get off to a better start based on the fact that there's been more rest. Instead of starting in April, they're starting in July and August, and so we thought that was going to be a factor. But fortunately, the Tigers are in it, and if they can get Miggy going, then that's just all extra.
And, with the playoff format, taking the 2 teams from the division.
Right. Right now, the Tigers are tied for the playoff spot.
Yeah. Good things about this team. Jimenez.
Oh yeah, the Tigers. We were already talking about
Closer?
it. They're playing clutch. I mean, their 4 wins are by a total of 5 runs. So, and Jimenez is a big part of that. Fortunately, this time he didn't have to do the drama thing like he did the other day against Cincinnati. Putting runners at the corners with 1-run lead and getting a double play to end the game.
Right.
So, but you have to have that. I mean, and the Tigers need that more than any other club in baseball because if they have the lead in the 9th, they've got to win the game.
Right.
Because they can't.
They're not going to have too many leads in the 9th.
You're right. According to you, they're not.
According to me, no. They didn't last year. I can tell you that.
Right. So they gotta win it. And so far, Jimenez has done the job, along with the rest of the bullpen, really, for the most part, except for that game
14-6 loss
to Kansas City.
Yeah,
giving up 6 homers.
Right.
It had to be a KC record. I'm thinking
they're probably close.
6
not
homers
a record,
in a game. So, yeah, outside of that one, they've done good and. Just keep it rolling. They got Casey again today, don't they?
They do. 7-10.
Okay, they need it to take the series.
Right.
And they want to keep that streak running.
Series wins.
Series wins. Got 1. Let's make it 2. Let's not get a push. Don't get a tie with a loss tonight and a 2-2 against KC. Let's get that win and go out 3-1. So
another good player, obviously Jacoby Jones.
Right.
Talked about him earlier. And the good thing about the Tigers, you said the 1-run wins.
Yeah.
That's, if they're in contention later on, they're going to need to dig deep and keep doing it.
Yeah, I mean, so like we said, Jimenez comes out there, and his attitude is, we're not putting anybody on second base. We're not going to 10. I'm going to close this out. And he's done it so far, so that's got to have it. And that's one of the things the Tigers have lacked. I mean, a flat-out closer. They've had guys that have been in the role, and they've gotten some saves, but it's been a while since they had somebody that was their flat-out closer. and hopefully Jimenez is going to be the guy.
Huge news out of high school sports. Big news. Basically, we have dates for things. As the Michigan High School Athletic Association Executive Director Mark Ewell announcing Wednesday, the traditional fall season is a go, with a week delay for football teams to begin practicing with players in pads and full equipment. So August 10th will be the start of football practices, but practice sessions consisting of conditioning, physical training, and skill work will, with no other player equipment except helmets. Then teams can practice with full pads and equipment August 17th. Let's see. We're looking at a decision about competition by August 20th. So the only probable thing that I see with this is we kind of need to see, and we'll see it with the NFL also, maybe, is if a player is asymptomatic and spreads it to someone that shows symptoms, it being COVID, obviously, that's been the it for 5 months, is that going to be enough time to get the numbers that the MHSA needs? Because you're only practicing with full pads on the 17th, and they're going to decide on the 20th. I like that they have a plan. I love that they have a plan and they have dates.
I don't know.
But do you think that makes sense? Because now you're hitting people.
I know,
you're
but
getting closer.
Right. I don't think 3 days is long enough. I mean, you could pick.
I mean, you could not show symptoms for a few days.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that a test would reveal. 3 days.
It's not like the pro leagues where they're doing it every day and they get a turnaround like that.
I know. Oh, yeah, right.
It's
like
the,
you
it's
say.
the turnaround.
I don't even think, are they even going to have the test back before the 3 days is, after the 3 days, before the season's supposed to start? And the one thing they don't want to do is start and then they have to stop. And of course, this is not blanket for everybody. We've already heard from Pat Hayes that his son-in-law is a coach for Portage Central, and Portage Northern had to take a hiatus because a couple of the players at Portage Northern tested positive. So they've just, they're not practicing. And that was their decision. And of course, the MHSAA's got their guidelines, but ultimately, all these decisions are district by district, unless the governor steps in and with a statewide ban,
or the MHSAA.
Well, right, but I think they really want something to happen, and by doing this, at least you're right, they've got the plan, but they're still trying to kick it down the road just a little bit, just to see if they can get this thing done. Now, there are a couple of things that they're going to look at. Number one, Indiana and Ohio have already started. They're going to be starting at least a week ahead of Michigan. So I think they're going to try and track their experiences going forward for that week, see what they can draw, see what happened, what they ran into, the problems, whatever. They can use that. So that's a good thing. And the other thing is, we're in 4, which means we're on the fence. If we go to 3, there's not going to be any football. I think the MHSAA has pretty much agreed to that. I mean, I don't think they've come out saying that, but that's what we're hearing. If we slip back to 3, there's not going to be football. So 4 are on the bench or on the fence. They'd really love to get a 5, and of course a 6 would be fabulous. But, I mean, the question is, and the other question we don't necessarily talk about is, how safe do the players feel, their parents, the coaches, how safe do they feel at a 4? Do they need to be at a 5 or a 6 to have the confidence that they can do this? I don't know. We've already had situations by the governor. She's done some things in the UP, you were saying.
Right. Revisiting bars in the
UP.
northern regions of the state, closing those.
I mean, and that's not really, I guess, technically not a step back into 3 territory, but that's a step back. That's a step
It
back.
limits indoor gatherings to 10, outdoor to 100, I believe is the number. Here's something I have thought about this week. When we're thinking, man, high school sports are going to fire up. We've been waiting for news from the MIAA, Adrian College's conference, about what they're going to do. And this is probably even bigger in high school. And a lot of parents and players probably echo this thought is, it should be our choice. You should give us all the information you have. It should be our choice to, I'm not saying to shut down if someone gets COVID, but to play with that risk that is out there. It should be your choice. Every time you suit up or go on the court, you're risking blowing your knee out. You're risking breaking bones, concussions, other illnesses. I mean, you're taking that risk. So it's important for people to know the risk associated with COVID and football, which we don't know yet fully, how easily it could spread that way. But it's going to be a lot up to the players, the kids, and the parents.
Absolutely.
If the kid says, "I don't feel safe," if they're in Grand Rapids or Detroit or Lansing or New York, California, you know what? I don't really feel safe. I don't want to possibly bring it home. Let's say they live with their grandma.
Right.
I don't want to bring it home to grandma with.
Well, the research has already proven that your highest risk of getting COVID is in your own house. That's what the research is telling them. So you got to look at that.
So it needs to be a family decision, like it normally is to play sports.
Right.
I mean, that's a lot of dedication from all parties. But I think it's important to just give the kids a choice. We're seeing it in the NBA, the NHL, the NFL. People are opting out. And I haven't really seen a single person lean into these people for opting out.
Right.
We're saying, look, we get it. Like, you got kids. You don't want to risk it. Whatever the percentage is that you could pass it to your kid or your spouse or whatever. I'm not hearing any pushback. And, let's say, this is an extreme example, but let's say Jack Wurzer, the quarterback for Adrian, says, I don't feel safe. I'm not going to get on the air and rip Jack Wurzer for not playing.
No. Everyone's got it, and everybody's safety level is different. How they feel safe.
Right.
So
give them a choice. But the only issue with these dates, I feel, is between putting on the pads and the decision to start, it's just that 3-day gap.
All right.
Could be some issues.
We're going to talk about this a little more after the break, but we're way over time here, so we're going to be back with more. You're inside the cave here on 96.5 The Cave and 96.5thecave.com.
I'm Stan the Man I Am, and I have to say it feels quite warm outside today. But summer thunderstorms are now the norm, and older roofs can spring leaks. Pesky roof leaks can creep and seep and make your walls and ceilings weep. Flat roofs are steep. The cats in the blue hats at Diversified Roofing can fix that straight away. Call 1-800-668-1928 today, and we'll make those leaks all go away. With Diversified's fair rates, rebates, and financing that's great, that's 1-800-668-1928. You won't get taken for a ride when you call Diversified. We're Master Elite certified and GAF roofing that's tried and true. We're state licensed and fully insured too. Your roof's installed professionally with honesty and pride when you call Diversified at 1-800-668-1928. Here's our website, too, for you. For Stan the Man and the Cats in the Blue Hats, that's DiversifiedRoofingLLC.com. Again, that's DiversifiedRoofingLLC.com.
Get your vehicle in shape for the summer with a complete cleanup at Beecher Street Car Wash and Auto Detailing. They will clean your vehicle inside and out. They offer detailing services like interior shampoo, hand wax, and buffing. Their expert staff will make your car, SUV, or van sparkle. They even do boats, RVs, and semis. Gift certificates available. Beecher Street Car Wash and Auto Detailing is open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Ask about their monthly membership and their annual memberships. They're located on West Beecher Street next to Barrett's.
Are your floors screaming for a makeover? If so, O'Connor & Sons Floor Covering in Tecumseh, with their combined 160 years of experience, wants to help. O'Connor & Sons sell and install many styles of floor covering. They have the area's largest selection of luxury vinyl tile and planks, which are completely waterproof. O'Connor & Sons also carries Cali Bamboo, which are the world's hardest floors. Pet problems? No worries. They have pet-proof carpet that is guaranteed against all pet stains. O'Connor & Sons Floor Covering on Russell Road in Tecumseh. Call them at 423-6170, or for more information, check them out on Facebook at O'Connor & Sons Flooring.
Homeschooling means more than learning at home. It means you, the parent, are the teacher, pick the curriculum, and report to the state. When you enroll your K-12 students in Tecumseh Virtual Academy, you are assured classes are aligned with state requirements and your child is supported by TPS staff members. The TVA gives students the flexibility to learn anywhere, anytime, and at their ability level. With equipment and our experienced support staff provided, we invite you to contact Tecumseh Virtual Academy to explore your students' options. Go to TVA Tecumseh online or find our link on WLEN.com.
Hi, this is Dennis from Abbey Carpet and Floor. Your home may be your castle, but it's also your canvas, and it's where you can express your personal style. So think waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof with our stylish Cortec luxury vinyl floors to get the look that perfectly expresses what makes you, well, you. And it's now on sale for a limited time. So come in and choose from our large selection of wood and tile looks. And now, through July 31st, you can take advantage of our 12 months no-interest financing. And all Cortec products are Green Guard certified for indoor air quality. This means our floors are chemical-free and promote safe indoor air quality. And they're on sale now through July 31st. Qualifications and restrictions apply, so ask us for details. Abbey Carpet and Floor, America's choice in floor fashion since 1958.
We want to take you out to the ballpark. At 96.5 The Cave, we created Ball with a Twist. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 2. Lenawee County High School teachers, administrators, and coaches will swing for the fences and play ball live from Cave Stadium. John Kane, Jeff Bowman, John Roberts, Pat Hayes, and Ian Wendt will call the action on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com. The Lenawee Diamond League is brought to you by Hyatt Insurance and Beecher Street Car Wash.
Welcome back. You're inside the cave. We got to finish up a little bit on high school sports here before the top of the hour.
That we do, John. A couple of dates being put out by the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Football practice will still begin August 10th. I think teams are still conditioning, right?
Yes.
Socially distant conditioning.
Yes.
So they'll start actual practice the 10th. Teams can practice with full pads and equipment on August 17th. Then the other key date for competition will be August 20th. Per the MHSAA, they're saying by August 20th, we're going to know about competition timelines. And, if you missed it before the break. Oh, I do want to point something out. If you miss anything from the show, we're putting up the shows on YouTube.
We are?
Yep, it's under the Lenawee Broadcasting Company.
Are we recording this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we? You're the one running the computers over there.
Oh, I am?
Yeah. So if you miss anything from the show or want to relive your favorite moment, you can go to Lenawee Broadcasting Company on YouTube. We will also share those links on our social media, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff, so you can jump back. I put up the interview. We had it last week from Libby Miller for Lenawee Christian, recent graduate, basketball player, state champ with the Cougars. We had an interview with her last week, so that is up there for your viewing pleasure, or listening pleasure, I should say. There's no video of us, thank God, but it's the audio over on Lenawee Broadcasting Company's YouTube channel.
So you can catch it.
Yep. You can go back. If you missed the show live, you can listen to the whole thing. If you want to listen to a part of it, you can go back and find it there. With COVID, we talked about how players have opted out, and I haven't heard anyone with any merit or any platform give them a hard time.
Right.
I'm not hearing sports talk shows going, why isn't Hightower playing for the Patriots? Or why isn't Zimmerman playing for the Washington Nationals and doing a big segment on that? That's not happening.
And
No decent person is doing that in the sports world. They're not giving them a hard time.
For the most part, they're opting out, from what I've heard, is not their own personal safety, but they have family. They have children.
Yep, like they had a newborn, or they've had health conditions in the past. Let's say they're a cancer survivor. That was the case for one of the Patriots. I can't remember his name because they were talking about Hightower yesterday, but that makes total sense.
Absolutely.
And, that's going to be a thing with high school, too.
Yeah.
And college. I'm not going to have an issue with it. And no one should. I don't think anyone will.
And we've been talking about the fact that, obviously the NBA and the NHL have done well. The bubbles are working, but you don't have the bubble in baseball, and we wound up with the Marlins issue. And that's a small team compared to college football or high school, where you have thousands of players instead of 30 participating. Much more difficult to control. I know they're like their own little, but we got to be really good in order to get that one, because can't afford to have anybody.
Some quick, we'll call it good news for that Miami Marlins situation. They were up to 16, right? Coaches and players testing positive. The Philadelphia Phillies, the team they were playing, continuing to test negative. That update about 16 hours ago from CBS Sports. Players, coaches on the Phillies test negative for COVID again. So that's good news. I mean, we're learning about the virus and exposure when you're outside playing baseball.
Right, but look at the difference in exposure between the Marlins and the Phillies, who didn't interact with one another, and playing football, where you got to grab people. It's a huge difference. The Phillies did well because they socially distanced themselves from the Marlins and didn't pick up anything. But how's that going to work in football? Totally different animal. You had offensive and defensive linemen saying hello to one another on every snap. I don't know.
Right. I mean, reports on, changes to face masks, things like that. Anyway, coming up on a break, hour number 2, we'll have the sports update at 8 o'clock.
All right, you're inside the cave. We'll be back with more right after this.
You'll hit a home run every time with Hayes Insurance Agency.
Their team of independent agents will cover all the bases
and find you the right policy at the best price.
For your car, your home, your business, whatever you need.
Hayes Insurance, serving residents of Lenawee County and beyond for over a half century.
Call 517-423-8316.
Call Hayes Insurance, get all the insurance you need.
Or visit HayesINS.com. In 1968, Tigers great Jim Northrup hit 2 grand slams in one game.
And ever since, the Hayes Insurance Agency has been hitting grand slams for all its customers in Lenawee County and beyond.
For your car, your home, your farm, your business, count on Hayes Insurance Agency.
On Occidental Highway between Adrian and Tecumseh.
Call 517-423-8316.
Call Hayes Insurance, get all the insurance you need.
Or visit HayesINS.com.
Here's the offer. It's low and they're turned down. Sellers went with a higher bid.
Crucial mistakes being made, costing them their dream home.
Offer number 2 looked good, but wait, flag on a play. They weren't pre-approved. Unbelievable.
This just in, the buyers just called Coach Jay Reed from Excel Realty.
Now that's a smart play. Coach Jay has a winning record in leading his home buyers to the closing table. Touchdown! Another win for Coach Jay Reed.
Call 902-7100 today for your big home buying win.
As you feel the blades of grass tickle your bare feet, a subtle breeze stirs the green leaves overhead. There you are, sipping a cold drink, admiring the beauty and solitude of your own landscaped backyard. The realization has set in. Calling Sealers Landscape and Design was the best and easiest decision you've ever made. Their 3D design program brought your paradise to life. Now for the tough decision. Where to put the hammock. Call Sealers Landscape and Design at 442-4823 for a free estimate today.
Even though school buildings are closed statewide for the remainder of the school year, the Lenawee Intermediate School District has been hard at work developing and implementing a continuity of learning plan for our students. This is a unique challenge, and LISD instructors and support staff have worked diligently to provide a variety of distance learning options that best suit the needs of each student. The LISD appreciates your patience and understanding as we learn together how best to serve Lenawee students during this unprecedented time. To view our learning plan and the latest COVID-19 updates, visit lisd.us/COVID19.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle on Inside the Cave. Weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 96.5 FM. We give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports. Interview area coaches and players. And get you ready to start your day.
Sweet, man.
Grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave. Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
The best in regional sports from Southeast Michigan. WLEN Adrian, HD2, W243AD, 96.5 The Cave.
96.5 The Cave. Lenawee County Sports. Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. This is Inside the Cave on 96.5 FM and 965thecave.com. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle, where we give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports. Interview area coaches and players, and get you ready to start your day.
Good morning.
Now grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave.
Welcome back. Inside the Cave. John Kane and Ian Went with you here this morning. We've been talking a lot of stuff. We gotta finish up that. We gotta finish that up.
What do you mean?
But we're gonna do that after.
What are we finishing?
Well,
what did we start?
We we were talking high school football in the MHSA, so we got some stuff to finish up with that. But we should do this first. Is that what we're saying?
Now for an Inside the Cave sports update.
Well, let's do it. So no word yet on the football plans from the MIAA member schools. The college presidents from each school are or will be meeting to determine how to proceed with the season under the pandemic outbreak. Regardless, Adrian College continues to press on with plans to bring the football players back soon. WLEN's sports director, Steve Barkway, a big contributor to the Cave, he spoke with Adrian College head football coach Jim Deere.
Yeah, we're looking basically to bring everybody in the 4th, 5th, and 6th. We'll do it in stages. And then they'll kind of create our own bubble to where they'll all be tested prior to getting here. If they haven't been tested, they'll be tested when they get here. We won't start conditioning and weightlifting till the 10th as a unit. We'll go and like groups of 10 for the first 14 days, and then we'll move into what we call phase 2, where we get bigger groups after that.
Adrian College football coach Jim Deere. The Tigers were last in the American League with 149 homers last year. Now they're among the Major League leaders this season with 12 already. All 4 of their wins have come courtesy of go-ahead homers, including last night. Jacoby Jones had 3 of the team's 12, including this one, a big one last night that proved to be the winner.
Perez setting up low and away, 3-2, swinging a fly ball right field, fairly deep, way back in right, and gone, a home run! Jacoby Jones does it again! Third hit of the night is a home run that breaks a 4-4 tie. Tigers take a 5-4 lead in the 7th.
Tigers down 4-0 at that for that game yesterday. Jones,
he needs a scooch in the batting order. Oh yeah,
you can
right.
play it. Yeah,
I got to.
People are waiting for it.
They deserve to scooch.
There you go. Jones, most nights, he's the 9th batter in the lineup, possibly scooch-worthy, but very possibly the most dangerous at the moment. His 3-for-3 performance last night included a pair of doubles with the homer. Jonathan Schoop, one of the keys to the Tigers' win, he also reached the empty seats at Comerica Park.
Scope swings this a fly ball to right, fairly deep, going back Merrifield at the fence, jumping up, and it's off the top of the wall and gone! Jonathan Scope goes opposite field. 2-run shot, and we're tied at 4 here in the 5th.
You know that had there been fans breathing there, it hit the top of the thing, it wouldn't have got there. If the fans had been breathing, it wouldn't have
but
got
if they're going, what if they were inhaling when he hit the ball?
No.
There needs to be we need to do a science experiment, John, on that. I don't know about the science behind it.
Yeah, if you haven't heard about that one, wait, we'll probably revisit sometime.
I hope not. Tigers relievers, they bailed out Matthew Boyd. Brian Garcia got his first Major League win. Joe Jimenez shut the door, getting his 4th save. All of the team's wins coming via save. Huge news for high school athletes. Michigan High School Athletic Association Executive Director Mark Ewell announcing Wednesday the traditional fall season is still a go, with a week delay for football teams to begin practicing with full player pads and equipment. So basically, football practice will begin August 10th. No change there. Players will just wear helmets during that time. The teams can then practice with full pads and equipment on August 17th. Several sports can begin practice August 12th. Girls golf, boys tennis in the Lower Peninsula, the UP girls tennis, cross country, and Lower Peninsula girls swimming and diving. Those will begin August 12th. Competition on the regular start dates of August 19th and 21st. The MHSAA stated that moderate and high-risk sports, those include football, volleyball, and soccer, may begin practice but not competition. Decisions about competition timelines for these sports will be made by August 20th. So, less than a month from now. The American League Central, the Tigers division, the White Sox, they scored 4 times in their final at-bat, doing it in the 9th to beat Cleveland 4-0. Rookie Luis Robert hit a 2-run single in the 9th as Chicago snapped a 3-game skid and salvaged a win in the series.
2-0 to Luis Robert. He drives it back up the middle. It's going to get into center field for a base hit. Here comes Abreu to score. Goins right behind him. He is going to score. It's a 2-run single for Luis Robert. And it's now 4-0 White Sox here in the 9th.
Remember now, this is the White Sox team that Ian has predicted is going to win the division. And that's right, isn't it? That's correct?
Yep.
And they're going to win the division, and the Tigers are going to win 19. So keep those 2 firmly in your mind.
Well, remember when those predictions were made? Cleveland closer Brad Hand was tagged for 3 runs. The Twins, they're 3-0 winners over the Cardinals. A couple of good wins there. They did so behind Rich Hill. gave up 2 hits over 5 innings. 4 relievers completed the combined 3-hitter in Minnesota's 4th win in 5 games. They're looking good. Eddie Rosario smacked a homer for the Twins.
And that ball's hit well into right field as Fowler back. Still back, he'll turn around, look up, and gone. So Eddie Rosario connects off the ribbon board in the second deck, and like that, Twins lead now 2-0.
A lot of home runs, including former Tiger Nick Castellanos with a big homer in the Cincinnati Reds' 12-4 win over the Chicago Cubs.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Castellanos belts it. Left field and deep. Way back there. It is gone. A grand slam for Nick Castellanos. And he blows this wide open. 8-0 Reds.
The win halted Cincinnati's 4-game slide, started by the Tigers, by the way. Sonny Gray extended his major league record to 35 consecutive starts, allowing 6 hits or less. My goodness, he struck out 11 as he pitched into the 7th inning. That's pretty good.
I was just thinking if the Tigers hadn't had that clunker against Kansas City, they'd be on a 5-game winning streak.
That's right. Notre Dame, they're going to play in the ACC. A lot of people saw that coming. This football season as part of a plan to play 10 league games and start the week of September 7th. Alterations brought on by the pandemic. Here is ESPN's Heather Dinnick.
This plan is unique because of the ACC's existing contractual agreement with Notre Dame. The Irish were already set to play 6 games against ACC opponents, and it made sense for them to expand that and include them in it. Because remember, Notre Dame lost USC, Stanford, and Wisconsin because of decisions in the Big Ten and Pac-12 to go conference only. So that all played into how this happened.
Notre Dame will play in a football conference for the first time in the 133-year history of the program, if, of course, the season is played. Quick thoughts on that, John? Being a follower of the program and a close affiliate with Notre Dame. Thoughts on it?
It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do.
Okay.
You know?
They didn't want to play in the Big Ten, huh?
Well, that's
decided to
actually
expand
not
with
true.
the
Years
ACC.
and years and years ago, they tried to get in.
Well, yeah.
They got blackballed.
So they're going to play in the ACC. So they are going to keep that date with Clemson.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they would want to get rid of that under any circumstances.
No. To the Pistons we go. The Detroit Pistons have agreed to buy the Northern Arizona Suns. The NBA G League is that team is expected to begin playing in Detroit in 2021. A new arena for the team is being constructed on the campus of Wayne State University. The Pistons said they're soliciting ideas for the team's new name. The Pistons' hybrid affiliation with the Grand Rapids Drive will continue through the 2020-21 G League season. A few notes from the NFL. The Dolphins say rookie quarterback Tua Tagovailoa passed his physical and will report to training camp. Meanwhile, Chiefs running back Damian Williams is opting out of playing the upcoming season. His strong postseason helped Kansas City to its first Super Bowl in 50 years. And from our hometown, the Detroit Lions, they have 5 players on the COVID-19 list. Kenny Galladay, TJ Hawkinson, the notable names. Also, Amani Oruwariye, Jalen Elliott, and Aaron Sipos will start camp on the COVID list. A corner, safety, and a punter for Detroit. But the big names, Kenny Galladay and T.J. Hawkinson. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean they have it. It means they either have tested positive or they have been in contact with someone who has tested positive. So we'll see how that goes. They go through their protocols for COVID-19. And that's it for our sports update for for today.
You know, I forgot to do something.
I know you did.
We've been so busy this morning.
I know. You can play it now. That's
probably our best 60-minute performance of the year. You got to find a way to replicate what you did.
All right.
We should have played that after the Tigers win.
Yeah, we should have. Yeah, we'll do our best. Hour number 2 Inside the Cave. Glad to have you along with us. We got social media. Very active Twitter. Twitter.com/965thecave. Facebook.com/965thecave. Instagram. Email sports@965thecave.com.
And
phone number
265-4000.
517 is the area code. Easy enough.
I hit that one right on the mark.
You did, yeah.
That was not bad.
We were in sync there.
Wait a minute.
Also, what?
He must be pretty good.
Yeah, there you go. John is a drop machine.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I got a new one in there that you might like. Oh, we do have the buns one from the.
I don't see
Have
it
I
on
played
here.
that for you yet?
I haven't seen that.
It says buns.
Really?
Yeah, toward the middle of the page. It should be there. No.
No. Is it on another?
Oh, it might be under my.
Yeah,
my
probably.
drops.
We don't
Yeah.
have your drops up here.
Oh man. Well, we were doing that food bracket, and John said a couple drop-worthy things, so we got those in there for use.
You know, I gotta just one thing. You know, we talked about the White Sox and the Tigers and your prediction, and
Yeah.
you're saying there wasn't that long ago that you did some predictions. The top 20 college football games of the season, as per 247 Sports, and a scintillating 3 out of 17. That
right.
was-
No, that's the one. That's the one I'm going to be right on.
so you're saying
That's the one we're going to go back and say, man.
So you're saying that 247 is wrong, and that
I'm
you're
saying their
not.
simulation is wrong. They're just reporting what their simulation did.
Okay.
But they got Michigan beating Ohio State by 19 points.
19.
Putting up 50 plus.
19. That's your number this year.
Oh, wow. That is weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should get a jersey with 19 on the back. If you want to relive any moment from the show, we are putting them up on YouTube, on the Lenawee Broadcasting Company YouTube page. They will be shared on our social media, so follow us there. You can relive the genius and not so genius things we say and talk about here inside the cave. Just have a good time with us
right.
anytime. So if you're not awake
Check
by
it out.
9, but you want to hear the show, there you go.
Oh, you know, we were talking about it. The Tigers. That's up on Facebook.
What is? Our prediction?
Yeah.
It's on Facebook. It might also be Twitter, but it's certainly on Facebook.
Are we getting any? Because we should have like a Twitter poll.
I think we have had a Twitter poll about Tiger wins.
Okay, so we've already
That's
got
old. I'd have to dig through and find that
out
one.
how that's going. See how many people have picked 19. Probably 0.
Yeah, well, I don't think I voted in it, so.
I know. I'm saying
Why would I
no
vote in our own
one
Twitter poll?
else. No one else. No
Oh,
one
now
else.
I got to go through and find it, John.
Okay, so he's.
All right.
Do it! Just do it!
All right, I'm trying. Jeez. Give me a minute.
No, this is what he really wanted to say.
Go away, let me sleep for the love of God!
Yeah. That was me like 2 hours ago.
So he's checking up on the
Waking up hoping I slept through the show, but no.
checking the Twitter poll. So
Oh, here we go. I
Oh,
got
good.
it.
Is there some numbers up there?
Yeah, I'm more right than you, would imagine. So we got percentage votes here. How many wins for the Tigers? So the first category is 15 to 25, then 26 to 30, 31, 35, and then more than 35.
well, but that's not fair. That's not fair
Why?
because you put me in the smallest group. There's only a spread.
This came out before we did our pick.
I know. You put me in the smallest group, only a spread of about 5 numbers. The first number, 15 to 25, that's 11. And then you stick me in with a 5
I didn't
or
do
a
it. Hey,
6.
talk to John.
Well, that's not fair. The groupings are not fair. They have to be equidistant.
Well, more than 35 has the most possibilities.
Yeah, but no one's going to do that one except for, more than 35.
Yeah, more than 35. That's got the largest group. So, I mean,
No,
every other one's at a disadvantage. Yeah, if you're going to play the numbers, that's exactly what happened.
Why didn't you put a group in there 55 to 60 for crying out loud?
I don't know why we didn't do that.
Right. That's
so,
ridiculous. Who put that up to begin with?
That was Roberts, yeah, for sure.
Oh, man.
Take it up with him. I don't know. We're about to get a text. Watch.
Yeah, I'm sure we are.
Your sound is probably on your phone, so we'll hear it too. So 10% of our poll in the Twitter said more than 35. 10%. So those people are insane right now. 31, 35, 11%. 38% are in your grouping, 26 to 30, and my group was the most, 15 to 25. 41%.
That's because you got the most numbers.
No.
Yeah.
More than 35 does.
That doesn't
John,
count. No.
We got the second most.
Nobody's going to pick that.
Well, people
you got
did.
The most numbers. Absolutely. Most numbers.
I don't know why I keep saying the wrong thing. Second most.
They should have done
numbers.
a 15 to 20 and then a 21 to like.
Well, they figured no one would pick
26.
15 to 20.
I know. So you'd have zero or.
I would have to vote.
You'd have to vote to give them one vote.
Right. I would have done it.
Yeah,
but
right.
I got the people on my side.
Come on, give me a break.
Our Facebook, the Facebook comments I read earlier, they're closer with your pick.
Of course
and
they
Robert's
are.
pick. Yeah. Well, Twitter must be smarter than the Facebook people. That's what we're learning
you got
here.
a bigger, more picks. It's not fair.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Not
whatever.
fair.
It's not fair. It's not fair. So
You wanted me to look it up. That's all, I took the time and looked it up. But
15 to 25. I mean,
surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
I'm serious, yeah. Something to revisit.
Okay.
Something to revisit. So this is sort of more of a national scale, but I said we'd talk about it yesterday when I was on the show.
Oh, so we have to carry over from your show?
Sure, yeah. Well, because I knew I'd be here today. So the NBA is starting up tonight.
Yeah.
Their pre-playoff seeding, games. What? Were we not going to talk about it?
I know, but it's just like, I'm going to say this.
I got a bad feeling about this.
And it has nothing to do with how they're going to do, because I think they're going to do fine.
Right.
But it's August. This is not basketball season. I don't know how you get into it. August. It's hot. Not playing basketball here.
Well, luckily they're inside.
Yeah. We're getting ready for football. It's the wrong time of the year. We're doing baseball and getting ready for football. So that's why, I don't have a great feeling about it because it's hot. Not that they're not going to do well. It'll be fine, I'm sure. Actually, as far as the COVID thing is doing, the bubble's doing pretty good. So
they must be pretty good. All right, we have to break, but then I do want to talk about the NBA. It's going to be the Jazz and the Pelicans. We'll see, hopefully, Zion Williamson tonight at 6:30 for the NBA kicking off their part 2 of their season.
Okay, we'll be right back after this break. You're inside the cave here on 96.5 The Cave and 96.5thecave.com.
Hi, this is Dennis from Abbey Carpet and Floor, and it's easier than ever to tap into the convenience of smart home technology during the Hunter Douglas Smart Shade Savings Event that's going on now through September 7th. Enjoy valuable rebates starting at $150 on qualifying purchases of Hunter Douglas motorized shades like insulating duet honeycomb shades or dramatic pirouette window shades or the revolutionary Sonnet cellular roller shades, all equipped with the advanced wireless technology of PowerView motorization. Using this smart technology, the associated smart hub, and the mobile devices you use every day, you can easily program your motorized shades to move automatically to the scenes and schedules you set. Plus, PowerView integrates easily with some of the most popular home automation systems, intelligent shades, and smart savings. Connect with rebates now through September 7th. Limitations and restrictions apply, so ask us for details. Abbey Carpet and Floor, America's choice in floor fashion since 1958.
We support a lot of local businesses, and we appreciate you supporting us. This is Josh Hawley, General Sales Manager at Suburban Chevrolet of Clinton. Here's reasons to get your next vehicle from us. Chevy makes the best vehicles on the road. You'll discover our staff is always professional and friendly. And if you don't find the vehicle you want on our lot, we have access to a huge inventory through the Suburban Collection. Come out and experience the difference on the corner of M52 and US 12 at Suburban Chevrolet of Clinton. Make the choice.
Life as a farmer has many sides. That's why we work with Nationwide, the #1 farm insurer, to help farmers and ranchers stay profitable and protected. With Nationwide, you can feel confident you're getting coverage that fits your operations needs. Find out how to help protect your farm or ranch. Call us today.
D.S. Johnson and Associates, located in Adrian, Morenci, and Monroe. Give them a call today at 517-263-2582.
For your many sides, there's Nationwide. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio. Subject to underwriting guidelines, review and approval. Products and discounts not available to all persons in all states.
Long Motor Sales in Tecumseh is asking for your help. Please do your part and wear a face mask while you're in public spaces. Do it for the kids, if not for yourself. We want our kids to be able to go back to school this fall. A friendly reminder that you can shop Long's current inventory online at longmotorsales.net.
New to the lot this week at Long Motor Sales is a white 2016 GMC Terrain. This all-wheel drive SUV is great on gas, roomy, but not too big, stylish, and very well taken care of. Some features include power steering and remote keyless entry. And best of all, only 30,500 miles. Stop in and tell Eric you want to take this car for a ride today.
If your vehicle needs an oil change or a major overhaul or repair, take it to Long's Automotive Service. Nathan Long has over 15 years of experience as a certified technician, giving you dealership quality service at a low price. Long Motor Sales and Long Automotive Service in Tecumseh. Long, a name you know and trust.
Homeschooling means more than learning at home. It means you, the parent, are the teacher, pick the curriculum, and report to the state. When you enroll your K-12 students in Tecumseh Virtual Academy, you are assured classes are aligned with state requirements and your child is supported by TPS staff members. The TVA gives students the flexibility to learn anywhere, anytime, and at their ability level. With equipment and our experienced support staff provided, we invite you to contact Tecumseh Virtual Academy to explore your students' options. Go to TVA Tecumseh online or find our link on WLEN.com.
The Springs BP on West US 223 near Onstead Highway is your locally owned one-stop convenience store. The Springs BP Beer Cave is fully stocked and has a huge selection of craft beer along with all of the standards. If you're looking for something a little different, they have a variety of prepared cocktails and drink mixes plus state minimum prices on their huge selection of liquor. The Springs BP also has propane tank exchanges, fishing licenses, and bait. So if you're headed to the lake for the weekend or just heading home, make sure you stop and shop at the Springs BP.
At DNP Communications, we value our community partnerships by ensuring when you work with us, you'll have the means to operate your business at peak functionality. Now, for a limited time, new customers can take advantage of our summer business bundle and get 175 meg internet connection paired with one business class phone line for $124.95 per month. DNP Communications, connecting you to what matters most.
We want to take you out to the ballpark. At 96.5 The Cave, we created Ball with a Twist. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 2. Lenawee County High School teachers, administrators, and coaches will swing for the fences and play ball live from Cave Stadium. John Kane, Jeff Bowman, John Roberts, Pat Hayes, and Ian Wendt will call the action on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com. The Lenawee Diamond League is brought to you by Hyatt Insurance and Beecher Street Car Wash.
Okay, we finally got back. You're back inside the cave. I kept clicking that. It wasn't going to stop. I don't know.
Well, I wanted to keep listening to it. Well, you can fade it down and we can keep talking over it. Hey,
Okay.
everyone. Ian Wendt, John Kane, in case you're just tuning in inside the cave. Glad to have you with us. First off, if you're, again, just tuning in, a lot of talk about the Tigers. Big win last night. Comeback win over Kansas City, 5-4.
I think it's so cool that the Tigers are putting your 19 in jeopardy. I just think it's so cool.
Now, every time they lose this season, I'm not going to come back and say, look, I told you they lose 40 games. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be that guy. So
No, actually, you're saying they're going to lose 41.
Right, yeah, 40 plus. Big news from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Need to keep throwing this out in case people are just listening for the first time. Football practice to begin August 10th. They can put on pads on the 17th, and they will decide the competition timeline by August 20th. Games that are happening tonight. The Utah Jazz taking on the New Orleans Pelicans in the NBA restart. They got their bubble down there in Florida, safe in a bubble. First game back since March.
You know, they're probably wishing, they got a safe, bubble. I know they needed facilities, but they're probably wishing that maybe they put the bubble in Maine instead of Florida. But it is what it is.
So, we're looking at Zion coming back. There was a lot of talk about why'd they expand it that far? Well, so Zion could get in and you
right.
watch the games. All right. I'm totally fine with that. Right now, ESPN reporting that Zion is a game time decision for their home opener.
Does he have an injury or?
I did not click on the article.
So it doesn't say.
I didn't do my full research right now. I'm guessing it could be, I don't know, tightness or soreness. Let me see what we got here.
So
it is the medical team. He had a family emergency.
Oh.
So he's in a 4-day quarantine. So they're watching that.
He's in a 4-day quarantine?
Yeah.
So he's going to miss this game and maybe another?
Well, he was.
Oh, he was in a 4-day quarantine.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're keeping an eye. Yeah, I mean, he's got to get himself back in peak playing condition. So I get it. But right now, looks like he's going to play.
Well, that's good because they don't have a lot of time. What, this first round's best of 5?
No, they're just going forward with a normal schedule. They're all going to play a certain number of teams.
And then
before they get back into
playoff
it.
teams after that?
And then we'll have the seeding.
So how many
hockey's doing the 5-game series.
So how many teams are going to make the playoffs in the NBA?
I think the normal 8.
Okay.
Yep.
Out of the 24.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So we got the Utah Jazz. They're 41-23. They're up there in the standings in the West, taking on New Orleans, who is 28-36. But the Zion factor is certainly there. Looking at the odds for that game, right now, they got New Orleans -2.5. Over under pretty much a push. I mean, they're saying 225 is the over under. I mean that.
But
number
Utah's got to be favored, right?
No.
Even though they had the better record.
Right. Well, it's the Zion effect, I guess.
but he might not play.
Well, right now that it's the Zion effect. If he doesn't play, I think it flips easily, maybe
Okay.
more than 2.5. But
Okay.
we mentioned during the break that you don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. You could almost throw the records out the window.
Yeah, we don't know how they're going to come out of this. They haven't played basketball and they had a huge break, and now they got to try and get themselves back into shape. And it's a different kind of a thing. I mean, I'm sure they're getting used to the new arena quickly because they're not playing on their home. Nobody's playing on their home floor, but some teams, individual players are What was that game the other day? It was like 112 to 66. I don't know what happened in that thing, but nobody wants that. So, and especially, the TV's going to want, tight ball games. They're going to want routes. That's not going to get the. You mean obviously early on the fans are going to watch because they haven't been able to watch anything. We've had some baseball on, of course, and that was the first team sport that you were able to get a viewing on. Everything else has been individual, golf, NASCAR. So it's going to be interesting and kind of hard to get a feel for who's going to do what when.
So I wouldn't be too uncomfortable taking New Orleans right now if Zion's playing at the 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the difference maker on the court in almost every circumstance for any game the Pelicans are in. So I'm comfortable taking New Orleans. Do you feel the same way?
I'm going with Utah.
Is it just to be different?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing it because, he might be in the lineup, but he might not be 100%. So, if Utah's getting 2.5, I'll take the 2.5.
Okay, the game tonight, the nightcap, the Clippers and the Lakers.
Oh.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, that's
Paul George.
Prime time. What's the
9 o'clock Eastern.
9 o'clock.
You got LeBron and AD. All the indication is LeBron is taking this as seriously as he's taken everything else, which is great. I'm taking the Lakers. I think that they're favored by 4 in this one. I think 4 is way too low. I think they're going to possibly blow them out.
Okay.
Unless Kawhi turns into basketball Superman.
So
I don't see it being close.
What are you going to give me?
What am I going to give you?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, you think it's going to be more than 4? How many are you going to give me?
Well, no, I would just take the Lakers minus 4.
I know, but
I'm not going to move the line.
4. How many are you going to give me?
Oh gosh, I'd feel comfortable doubling that.
8, huh?
Yeah. I'm not going to give you 8. I'm going to give you 4.
No.
Based on this.
You said it's not going to be. It's not going to be close to 4 because LeBron's going to be like a behemoth. So you're going to give me 8. Just say you're.
I don't want to give you 8.
Well, that's.
I'll
what
give you
said.
4. That's what we're.
No.
That's what the betting number is.
Yeah, but anyone can get 4. I'm talking about you. You're saying it's going to be like double-digit win for the Lakers.
Yeah. Well, no,
See?
I said it'd be
you
8.
Just said, yeah. So all right, then you're giving me 8.
Us personally, sure, John. I'll give you 8.
Okay, I'll take the 8. I'll take.
You think they'll? Do you think they'll cover that? You think they'll be?
Yeah.
More competitive. Why?
Because I get what LeBron's going to do, and I get the fact that he's all amped up for this, and he thinks that they can get a championship without having to play practically half the games in a season. That's pretty good. And so, but you never know coming back first game. Kind of wish, that they'd start that primetime game at 8 instead of 9, but whatever. When's the other one? Is it like a 6?
It's a 6:30.
Yeah. So, it's so there. Yeah.
So
I'll go with Utah and the Clips.
All right, so I got New Orleans and the Lakers. I got both the teams covering the right. They'll be covering the spread, going the other way.
You're going both the favorites.
Yep.
I'll take the dogs.
Okay, but if this changes,
They might be barking.
If Zion doesn't play, I might be sending you a text.
Yeah.
Say, oh, whoa.
Yeah, no.
Scratch it.
Yeah.
Scratch that.
Let's see. Oh, shoot.
But I got it written down, so.
I know, but neither one of us are going to be on tomorrow. We'll have to wait till, what, Tuesday or next Thursday?
Yeah, depending on the schedule, we might not be on until next Thursday.
So to go back and revisit this.
We'll just text the group, and then they can talk about how great I am at picking these games on Monday, Jeff and John.
Oh, you mean the college football games?
No, the ones that are happening tonight. Oh, so who's going to be on tomorrow? It'll be Pat and Jeff.
Yeah, Pat and Jeff. Oh,
Pat's listening, so I know he'll follow up with everyone.
Pat and Jeff, or Mutt and Jeff. You don't know that inference, but it's all right.
I'm younger than 30, John. I don't know what most of your references are.
No, actually, you just needed to cut that off right after the word what. Say, I don't know what.
I don't know.
That would cover a lot more ground.
Sure.
So, anyway, okay, we got that set. NBA, for all you round ballers that can't wait, it's going to be happening for real.
Look, I can't wait either.
And I guess they gotten used to no fans there, the background noise or lack thereof. They've had some.
I wonder if are they going to pump in noise too? Normally the NBA's got loud arenas with, music going and all that. Are they going to do the same thing?
They're just going to do it obviously they're not going to pump in noise to the arena. They're going to try and pump in noise just to the broadcast for the fans. Kind of like what they're doing in baseball.
No, they're playing it at the stadium for the players for baseball.
Oh, yeah? They're pumping it in there?
Yeah, I had that question opening night. I'm thinking, well, I knew they were piping in the sounds, but was it at
just
the park?
The broadcast or at the park?
Right, but it's at the park. They got someone there doing it. I'll have to tune in for sure to see how this goes.
Okay.
How the competition is and how the flow of the game is, how they got their audio set up. It'll be cool.
Okay, sure. Right. Absolutely.
So the first game, 6:30 tonight, Utah and New Orleans, and then the nightcap. Two of the upper echelon teams in the league, the Lakers and the Clippers, at 9 o'clock.
So one of us is going to get to say,
"You suck."
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Unless, of course, we get a split.
Yeah. And then
nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
No, we never seem to pick the same thing. If it's your first time listening to the show, this is a very common thing. As I say one thing and John says the other. There's a song about that. Tomatoes, tomatoes.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Potatoes, potatoes.
Oh, I found it. It's way over there.
What? Oh, you found the buns?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was there.
It's way over there.
Have you heard this before?
They're both they got buns.
And there's another one under it, which is a little more graphic.
Oh. And you could squeeze all the stuff that you got loaded on there out of it all over the place. Okay.
That was said live on the air.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
It was. John, you're a drop machine.
You're right.
Quality drops. There's another one out down there of me. I think it says drops.
Does it say drop later?
Yeah. That's going to be a drop later.
Oh.
So when we say something that's worthy of being a drop, we have a drop for it.
Yeah, so we can let all our listeners anticipate when we're going to finally get that up on the board.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Whatever. All right, we can take a break here.
Yeah, give me some music.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Give me some music. Here we go. We're going to be right back inside the cave right after this here on 96.5 The Cave and 96.5thecave.com.
Michigan's auto insurance laws are changing, and that means drivers have a lot to think about, right, Steve Hayes?
People are going to have to be hands-on on their auto insurance. They've got a lot of choices here. Bodily injury limits or your PIP choice. You're going to stay unlimited, or do you want to ramp it down?
But one thing hasn't changed. The local independent agents at Hayes Insurance Agency. They know the new laws inside and out. And whether you're one of their customers or not, they'll help you make an intelligent, informed decision.
It's not uncommon for us to take calls for 5 hours a day of just questions. They get a lot of paperwork that might be intimidating, and we walk them through it. We don't tell people what they should do. We're going to give them the option.
From the simplest questions to the most complex, count on Steve Hayes and his staff at the Hayes Insurance Agency.
I want to be the agent that has the most knowledge about these new laws.
Call Hayes Insurance, get all the insurance you need.
Hayes Insurance, 423-8316.
Hello, I'm Mike Basham, the new service manager at Suburban Chevrolet of Clinton. This month we are offering special pricing on oil changes, 10% off any brake service, and savings on our BG air conditioning system deodorizer and performance enhancer. Remember, the Suburban Care program gets you 3 oil changes, 3 tire rotations, and 3 multi-point inspections for one low price. Busy schedule? We offer full service on Saturdays from 8 until 2, and also a fleet of loaner vehicles with a reservation. Get your vehicle ready for summer at Suburban Chevrolet of Clinton.
I found us a place that wants to hire a few good employees. That's us.
Wait, does it pay well?
It does. And we can get meals and discounts on all kinds of things. The hours are flexible. They even offer scholarships, insurance, and a retirement plan.
Sounds too good to be true.
Nope, it's true.
McDonald's offers a wide variety of job and career opportunities from crew member to management. We're hiring for both our North and South Main locations in Adrian and at our Hudson Meridian Road McDonald's.
Get your vehicle in shape for the summer with a complete cleanup at Beecher Street Car Wash and Auto Detailing. They will clean your vehicle inside and out. They offer detailing services like interior shampoo, hand wax, and buffing. Their expert staff will make your car, SUV, or van sparkle. They even do boats, RVs, and semis. Gift certificates available. Beecher Street Car Wash and Auto Detailing is open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Ask about their monthly membership and their annual memberships. They're located on West Beecher Street next to Barrett's.
Summer has finally arrived, and now that it's here, you better believe hot, muggy days are on the horizon. That means you need your air conditioner working at peak performance. If it's not, chances are you haven't had it checked recently. Or perhaps your air conditioner has checked out and is simply not keeping you cool on those hot, muggy days. Citizens Gas Fuel Company in Adrian can help with an air conditioning inspection. Trained professionals from Citizens Gas will come out and perform a complete inspection of your air conditioning unit to make sure it is ready for this upcoming hot and muggy summer. So do not spend another day wishing that you were cool and comfortable. Call Citizens Gas Fuel Company at 517-265-2144 today and schedule your air conditioning inspection. Again, that phone number is 517-265-2144 and schedule your air conditioning inspection. Citizens Gas Fuel Company, your local gas company, and more.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Lenawee County, Michigan. Sports Talk Radio with a local angle on Inside the Cave. Weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. on 96.5 FM. We give opinions and analysis on what's happening in the world of sports. Interview area coaches and players. And get you ready to start your day.
Sweet, man.
Grab a flashlight, hiking boots, and a compass because it's time to go Inside the Cave. Weekday mornings 7 to 9 on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com.
Welcome back Inside the Cave. John Kane, Ian Went. It's been quite a morning, and we've only got about 10 minutes to go. We got to get some stuff cleaned up.
Some parting thoughts.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Let's see. What do you want to do?
I
mean, you've already ripped me apart for my pick for the Tigers wins.
Yeah.
So we covered that. We covered the news for the Lions with Kenny Galladay and TJ Hawkinson on the COVID-19 list. We talked about the NBA games coming up tonight, 6:30, and then again at 9 o'clock. Quick NHL update. The next games upcoming are scheduled for Saturday, the 1st. We got the Rangers, Hurricanes, Blackhawks, Oilers, Panthers, Islanders, Canadiens, Penguins, and the Jets taking on the Flames. I believe they're still in preseason mode, but they'll be picking up their playoffs here pretty soon.
Yeah, one of the things we haven't talked about yet, which is going to be happening, we're actually going to have a live sporting event coming up.
Oh, you breaking the news right now?
No, I'm not saying anything right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying I'm just tweaking it.
It's local, too.
We're going to have a local live sporting event, so keep it tuned here to 96.5 The Cave and 96.5thecave.com to get all the details coming up soon.
Wink, wink for that.
Cool.
Games that are virtually happening. It's our Lenawee Virtual Diamond League.
We're getting down to the nitty-gritty, aren't we?
Look, we're in week 10 of 12.
Yeah, most teams only have 2 to play. Some teams only have 1 to play. Let's see, last night.
Yep, last night, the Wednesday night game was Onstead Wildcats and the Blissfield Royals. Royals trying to get their first win of the Virtual Diamond League season.
Pat Hayes and JR on the call.
And Onstead ekes out a 2-0 win over the Blissfield Royals. Royals fans, John, you went over the numbers yesterday, and
this is a season to totally forget for the Royals fans.
I didn't think we'd see it.
Me either.
I thought there's a chance a team would go winless, but the way they're going winless,
it's so weird that it's just working out that way. And we want to tell you once again, we have no control over how these games turn out. It is totally out of our hands, and it's just been one of those years where Blissfield has not been able to score 3 runs in 7 games, and last night was their 5th shutout of the season.
Yeah. That is rough. I mean, they were eliminated from playoff contention before the game last night. Sort of playing for pride at this point, trying to play spoiler. But Onstead gets that 2-0 win over the Royals. One more game for Blissfield, and that'll be the week of August 10th. So the game will be on the 11th. They're taking on Tecumseh. That could be a big spoiler because Tecumseh and Adrian are right there in the IAD Insurance division.
Right. They are. Actually, Tecumseh has a half-game lead. I think they're 5-2, and the Maples are 4-2. They've got a game Saturday. I believe they've taken on Lenawee Christian Saturday. So that game is coming up. They're going to try and get back into a tie. And
they're
actually,
right. I mean,
actually, I'll be at Cave Stadium tonight.
You're back on the call?
Yeah, along with Jeff Bowman, and we've got the BD Patriots and the Sand Creek Aggies. Big game for both of them. The loser is eliminated from postseason competition. So
we're getting down to,
right,
like you said, crunch time, clutch time for these teams, and
right. I mean, Blissfield now only has 1 game left, and a number of the teams have only 2 games left. So, and every game is huge because all the divisions are so tight.
Yep, there's 3 divisions in the Lenawee Virtual Diamond League. The IAD Insurance division with Addison, Adrian, Lenawee Christian, and Tecumseh. The Beecher Street Car Wash K&B Asphalt division has Blissfield, Clinton, Hudson, and Onstead. And the Cave division with Britton, Deerfield, Madison, Morenci, and Sand Creek. The team we're not really talking about a lot is Hudson.
They're right there.
They've been sneaky good. I mean, we got the Indians and the Maples right there with a couple losses. Clinton's been one of the top teams.
They still have just one, don't they?
It's
Just
one loss. Yep. But Hudson, I mean, they're right there. I think they're also 4-2.
Yep.
On this season, they're still in it for the division win.
And in good spot for a wild card too.
Yeah, that's the other thing is the playoffs coming up. They're scheduled for the week of August 17th. You get the winner from each of the divisions and only one wild card.
Right.
So, I mean...
And what you said, Clinton's like 5-1, is that right?
That's what I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
5-1.
5-1. So...
and they will play Hudson next week.
That's how huge is that?
That'll probably be the game of their season.
Yeah. I mean...
And then...
If Clinton wins that one next week, they for sure would clinch a playoff spot. Whether it's the division... Well, no, I think they win the division because they'd be up on Hudson by 2 games with only 1 game left to play. So that's a... But if Hudson wins, then they're all tied up going into the last game of the season.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Things are getting tight.
Sure. We'll have to break it. We'll have to break it down this weekend. Once all the games are wrapped up for this week.
Right. We'll break it down for this weekend, and next week, or over the next 2 weeks, which will be the final 2 weeks of the season, we will get our tiebreaker list out there to you.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't need it.
Well, yeah.
It looks like we might, though.
Yeah, it's looking like we might. Yeah. I mean, between the division winners and a wild card pick, we might need it. I mean, just think of it. If like Adrian and Tecumseh go 6-2, and Clinton and Hudson go 6-2, we got to have tiebreakers. Got to have them.
Yeah. And that could happen.
Right, because
easily.
Because, if that scenario happened, one team who's 6-2 is not going to get in the playoffs.
Yep.
That would really...
That'd be controversy all over the place.
Right. Because you have to have the 3 division winners, and right now Morenci is sitting in good position. They got a game lead on Madison. Somebody from that division has to get in. And if those other 4 teams go 6-2, one of them gets knocked out. That would be tough.
It's where the crossover games
are huge.
Yep. And your division record
are huge. And your head-to-heads are huge. But most of them are being split. So that's may not be a factor. Not all of them, but most of them are being split. So
the game tonight, we got Sand Creek, Britton Deerfield. Where are they at standings-wise? They're pretty close.
Well, they both trail Morenci now. See, that's the thing. Morenci's got a little bit of a edge. They're a game and a half up. They're 4-2. BD and Sand Creek are 2-3. So the loser is out, but the winner claws back to within a game of Morenci. So with still 2 games to play. So that's anybody's division still.
Morenci plays Madison next week.
Yeah, see.
So if Madison beats Morenci then it's
if Madison
almost
beats
anyone's.
Morenci, but then you'd have the winner of the Sand Creek BD game who could still be in contention. So,
right. Opens up a couple more windows.
Absolutely.
Doors. Opportunities.
Tons of windows. No question.
So tune in. Lenawee Virtual Diamond League. The action will get underway at 6 o'clock tonight here on 96.5 The Cave. 96.5 The Cave. It'll be you, John, and
Jeff.
You got
Me
Jeff.
and Jeff at the Cave, Sand Creek, and Britton Deerfield looking for a great ball game. It's going to be fabulous. And then on Saturday, it's going to be you, Pat?
Yes.
Okay.
Adrian Lenawee Christian.
Maple's currently with the longest winning streak, maybe they got a 4-game winning streak, trying to stretch it to 5. So
one of the hotter teams in the Diamond League.
Right. So
that's it.
Yeah.
We're done. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, right. So I'll be back Tuesday.
And I'll be back next Wednesday. Tomorrow it's going to be Pat Hayes, Jeff Bowman.
And don't
Inside
forget
the
to
Cave.
tune in Thursday when I get a chance to rip on Ian for his picks that you just heard here today.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to have a chance to rip on him.
The NBA picks. Just remember, I got the Pelicans with the 2.5, and then I got the Lakers.
Pelicans and Lakers.
By 8.
All right, we're out of here. See you next week. 96.5 The Cave and 96.5thecave.com.
We're talking with Steve Hayes from the Hayes Insurance Agency. Steve, what does it mean when we say you are independent agents?
Independent just simply means we have more than one carrier to go to. If someone calls and, hey, my price seems a little high on my auto insurance, what can you do for me?
You can do that. You can compare, find the best price and the best policy for them.
Our companies that we write for strictly write in the state of Michigan. So you're not getting caught up with a rate increase of a tornado that happened out of state somewhere, and these companies are trying to recoup that money. The companies that we deal with strictly right here in the state. They know the state. They know the people.
Rely on the experts at Hayes Insurance on Occidental Highway, providing real customer service for more than 50 years. Coverage you can count on and advice you can trust. Always there whenever you need them.
Call the experts. Hayes Insurance. You know just how close you've come. Call Hayes Insurance. Get all the insurance you need.
Hayes Insurance, 423-8316.
Even though school buildings are closed statewide for the remainder of the school year, the Lenawee Intermediate School District has been hard at work developing and implementing a continuity of learning plan for our students. This is a unique challenge, and LISD instructors and support staff have worked diligently to provide a variety of distance learning options that best suit the needs of each student. The LISD appreciates your patience and understanding as we learn together how best to serve Lenawee students during this unprecedented time. To view our learning plan and the latest COVID-19 updates, visit lisd.us/COVID19.
With our 8-year track record of teaching success through Tecumseh Virtual Academy, we are prepared to educate your students. Hundreds of students have taken core subjects and AP classes and gone on to graduate while participating in the TVA Dynamic Learning Community. This year, crossover options are available for in-class and online learning. With equipment and our experienced support staff provided, we invite you to contact Tecumseh Virtual Academy to explore your students' options. Go to TVA Tecumseh online or find our link on WLEN.com.
Is your asphalt driveway cracking? Does it need maintenance? After years of wear and tear, this is Rocky from K&B Asphalt Paving and Seal Coating. We do seal coating, hot rubber crack filling, and unlike others, we also do our own striping, patching, and paving. We are your one-stop shop for all your driveway and parking lot needs. We have 25 years of expertise and are fully insured for commercial and residential work. Visit us online or call 264-2541 for more information. At K&B Asphalt, we pledge to keep our customers satisfied by providing expert service with quality materials at a competitive price.
We want to take you out to the ballpark. At 96.5 The Cave, we created Ball with a Twist. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 2. Lenawee County High School teachers, administrators, and coaches will swing for the fences and play ball live from Cave Stadium. John Kane, Jeff Bowman, John Roberts, Pat Hayes, and Ian Wendt will call the action on 96.5 The Cave and 965thecave.com. The Lenawee Diamond League is brought to you by Hyatt Insurance and Beecher Street Car Wash.
The best in regional sports from Southeast Michigan. WLEN Adrian, HD2, W243AD, 96.5 The Cave.
96.5 The Cave. Lenawee County Sports.